couldn't stay in Greece any longer. A pandemic was brewing and Canada was calling everyone back. I'd had such a good time in Athens that it was really hard to leave. The fresh food, the greenery, the warm breeze. Eventually, I hopped onto a few planes to get me back to Timmins. The scenery outside my window was so beautiful. I loved my travel back to Canada. I had 3 seats to myself on all my long flights. That's usually unheard of. These are some benefits to a world pandemic. It was pretty awesome, gotta say. On the flight back, I thought about a few little but fun differences between Greece and Canada. Not big deals by any means. Very easy to go from one country to the other. I just thought these were odd and quirky differences. Maybe you'll find them fun too. So number 1.
Ancient ruins are all over in Greece. We don't have that kind of history in Northern Ontario. So there's a stark contrast between ruins of Northern Ontario like head frames from mining days and ruins in Greece. Of course, Greece is where the roots of Western civilization began, so that's very understandable. Northern Ontario was just trees and pristine nature in 8th century BC. Number 2 is toilets. Why am I so fascinated with toilets, commenting on all the toilets wherever I go? The toilets in Greece were actually not very different at all, and there was actually toilet paper everywhere. Number 3 is hot water. Unlike in Canada, where there's always hot water whenever you like, in Greece you have to plan ahead, 15 minutes to warm up your water. Number 4 is laundry. Washing machines were kept on the roof on tall buildings, so laundry day was also like a hangout on the upstairs patio. The washing machine was a modern one. It was all written in Italian, so it was a little easier to read than in Greek, and then we dried the clothes outside. Apparently, I didn't shake my clothes enough before bringing it inside the building because there was still a bee stuck in one of my shirts. Imagine my surprise. And his. Number 5 is pharmacies and bakeries, which in itself are not very different from Canada. However, the sheer amount of these is crazy. There's like 2 per block. I asked a Greek lady why there were so many bakeries and pharmacies in Greece, and she said there was no good reason for it. Number 6. Maybe I just haven't been in big cities a lot in the past few years, but there seemed to be a lot of graffiti. Like a lot more than I'd ever seen in any city. I asked the Greek lady how the authorities felt about this and if there was any laws against it like in Canada, but apparently no, it is encouraged as self-expression. 7 is stray animals. So there's a lot of animals living on the streets in Greece. Cats, dogs, a lot of cats, and a lot of dogs. The city of Athens takes care of its stray dogs by spaying or neutering them and giving them their shots. Also, they put a collar on them. Then, they're free to roam. Luckily, there's a lot of animal lovers in Greece, so they get fed quite a bit. The weather's always pretty nice, so they won't freeze to death like they would here in Northern Ontario. In Canada, our cats need cat trees, such as these. In Greece, not so much. This is their cat trees. Pretty natural cat trees. Number 8 is home elevators. We have a lot of space here in Northern Canada, so we build our homes on the length. In Greece, at least in central Athens, houses are built on the height to save space. One cool feature of having a house with so many stories is having a home elevator. I thought this was such a cool feature at the house I was living at. And this was just a 1-family household. They had a home elevator, and so did a lot of other people down the street. Number 9 is pigeons. Ever notice how here in Canada, most people are always trying to shoo away pigeons? It seems like they're always such a nuisance. Well, in Greece, people actually feed the pigeons. If I were a pigeon, I definitely want to live in Athens. Number 10 is parking. Last but not least is the crazy parking situation going on in Athens. cars are parked one right onto the next one. It seems that when you pass your driver's education class, you need to pass the test of parallel parking on a hill. And that will conclude my Greece series. Next week, be on the lookout for my van videos. I'll show you what's going on in my build, where I'm at, what I'm planning. Can't wait to share this with you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you'll be notified when I bring out my next video.